it's crazy because, you know, I tell niggas all the time, like Park Hill and Stapleton never got along. Been in a situation where we could sit in the room together and really fuck with each other genuinely. So when I knew that Ghost was, you know, he joined the armed forces with us, it was like, yeah, I was watching him from the side and I never had no problem with him. But I didn't know that me and him had so much in common lyrically. Yeah. Because I know that because he used to run with you and Dirty a lot.
Yeah.
He was with y'all every day. So remember, I had my own personal time with y'all. Because remember, we used to go boosting, do what we do. Niggas go smoke some dust or whatever. Niggas jump on the train. Niggas got 40 ounces.
We did all that shit. You right.
I come from that with you. I come from that side with you, going to the, you know, the movies and shit. Go check out the karate flicks. So I knew that right now that Ghost was somebody special to you. So it's just so crazy how me and him just clicked and never had a problem, but we knew that we was special together for some reason.
Yeah, y'all
started staying in hotels rooms, like me and him doubling up in rooms, and you seen it. I think you already knew.
Yeah. You know, look, I'm a couple of years older, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, all praise is due to Allah. You know, sometimes you get a little insight on things. You know what I mean? You know me, I was always fucking calculating.
Yeah, of course.
Even when we go boosting, nigga, I'm still calculating. Like I was always I'm just a calculating kid. But
hell yeah, we get in the way, we get in the bag.
Exactly. But with y'all two energies, with both of y'all energies though, it was like it complement each other. Like people, like it's different than Batman and Robin and shit, right? It's more like Power Man and Iron Fist, like two guys that got their own comics, and then they make a comic book together. You know what I mean? It was more like that. It's like individually, y'all both are great.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you put them together, yo. It's something that it's like fuck. It's some other shit, yo. And when it happened, you know, it happened. I think it happened first on Canon B.
Canon B, yeah. Canon B was the first.
We had Canon B back on Morningstar. Remember, it was just looping over the whole this shit. But once it happened on Canon B, it was just like, yo, this is the complimentary of the streets for real and of hip hop. Right. Because if you think about me and Ghost on Tears, it's okay. You know what I mean? You can think about you know, Ghost and Meth and them killing on Buck 50. That's dope. But when you put Raekwon and Ghost together and y'all talk about the life struggles, y'all talk about the hustle, the streets of how y'all seen it. Y'all make everybody else put their feet there. You the first one African waving their arms and yellow calves, funky, musty as a fuck. It's
waving their arms, the Arabs.
Yeah, it's like you put us in the cab, but you also gave us the smell of this nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Gave us the smell.
You know what I'm saying? And then Ghost is like, yo, on rainy days, he said, on rainy days, I count ways to...
I sit back and count.
How to get bitch? You don't believe me? Ask my bitch. It's like, yo, G, that's real talk. And when y'all came together with that shit, yo, Cuban Links, and you can, I don't know where you got that title from. I got nothing to do with that title. You came with that. I'm asking you, what that mean?
Look, what that mean? You know what it was though, Raw? I looked at it like this. You was the boss, right? You was the boss of the bosses. And you said, yo, I want 9 captains. But each captain got its own family. So they didn't all really get along with each other because everybody walked in a different direction. You was able to put us all in one spot and say, listen, I'm going to give $1 million to each one of y'all. I remember you said that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember you said that when we first started. Yo, I'm going to put $1 million in each one of y'all niggas' hands. So my thing is like, I always looked at it like a business play. You know what I'm saying? And yo, you talking to different criminals because we was all criminals. So that's what made the whole Cuban link vibe be serious to me because it was like, it's that link. You made a link. You made a chain that was so powerful that it could never be broken. Just what we created, nobody can break this bond. So, you know, at that time, all the big hustlers in the hood was wearing what? Cuban links. You talking about Dusty and them niggas and, you know, Junior and them niggas, you know, all the Lex, all them Black, all these different wild niggas that was really wearing jewelry, they was wearing links. So my thing is, I guess we was just making an album for the real, for them niggas to be able to stand on. And that's why I came in and said, yo, this is why I want to call the album Only Built for Cuban Links. But it really came from a rhyme too. Because you know me and Ghost, when we was out in Miami, we had wrote a lot of different rhymes. And I remember at one point in the rhyme, because we was writing together. We was like side by side, like brothers, like, what you got on your chest? Like, yo, so I remember in the mix of it, we said something like, only built for Cuban link niggas who pull stings, sporting big pieces of ice carved in rings. So it was a rhyme at first.
Wow.
And I had went back and say, yo, I like that line. Only built for Cuban link niggas who pull stings, sporting big pieces of ice carved in rings. It's like I kept the only built for Cuban link niggas because I felt like it made super sense because I was around hustlers.
Right.
So it's like
you felt like this was a fucking link. And only people who come around it, they got to be part of this link.
Exactly. It's like you created a group that became that link, bro. You created $1 billion situation. Real life. This is the biggest chain you could ever rock right here. So that's how I felt. And I felt like our bond was unbreakable. At that time, we was 2 years fresh in the game. We was 2 years in, so we was getting our feet wet, buying cars, houses. You know, I was on my jury shit. And I had a child back.
Had the 600? You had the 600, right? The 600 like right around that time.
That's when I did the bet for the 600, right?
Right.
Tell niggas that story. Tell niggas that story right there.
Yeah, I mean, yo, you said something like, yo, I don't know if you said if I go gold or whatever, you know, I got to get a 600, gold or platinum. I think I might have been gold because you had it at gold.
Yeah, it was gold.
You went gold. You went gold in like not even a couple of weeks.
Yo, nah, the bet was, I bet Steve Rifkin the Benz. I said, yo, listen, I would have to buy him a Benz or he got to buy me a Benz that at the end of the day, in a month, Cuban Links is going to go gold. And he took the bet. He said, yo, if you go gold in fucking a month, I'll buy you a brand new 600. That's when they just came out.
Yeah.
So we went gold. And the nigga bought me a 600 Benz, the silver joint, the new wide body.
We went multi-platinum, but definitely the gold was quick. You know what's so crazy? Because I think back in the days, you know, EPMD was friends of ours, and we seen them. They used to come to the Rock and shit.
They was the big brothers right there.
Yeah, respect Eric in Paris. But they had that shit. We dropped the album Strictly Business, and you thought we was bold. 30 days later, the LP goes gold.
Exactly.
So we was always like, yo, we could go fucking gold in 30 days, nigga.
Yeah.
That's big business. And you was confident you was going gold in 30 days on these niggas and made a bet. Nigga came in with the bet. You had the sunroof in your shit. Nigga.
Had the bow water and all that shit. Yo, that's when the 600s was vicious. That's when they was like,
yeah, it wasn't no Maybachs yet.
Nah, they ain't make those, but this was the big nigga right here. I used to ride around in Harlem. Playing nothing but Curtis Mayfield and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
With the two-piece, windows down. I call it the two-piece. Turn it down, all two-piece, and just come through Harlem fronting. And yeah, man, people crowned us, man. They crowned us as Sultrans when we made this legendary album, and I just wanted to tell you thank you for just seeing my energy.
Well, thank you, Chef. I don't know if my transcripts are getting bad or not, but I just want to say thank you.
Nah.